between your arms, hovering above the ground. Breathe in to kick your right foot towards the back of your space. And breathe out to sweep your foot through, planting it in between your palms. Breathe in to press your palms firmly into the mat and lift your heart to open up the chest. And breathe out to drop your left knee to the mat, untuck your toes, and walk your palms back to frame your hips, coming into a half split. Breathe in here to draw your right hip back and your left hip forward. And breathe out to find a deeper fold. Breathe in to press your left palm firmly into the mat. Lift your right arm to the sky, inhale. And breathe out to use the pressure of your left palm to press firmly into the mat to lift your right shoulder a little higher. Breathe in for an opening in the chest. And breathe out to frame your foot with your hands, bending your right knee, coming back into a low crescent lunge. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Exhale to stay, sinking your hips a little lower. Breathe in to press into your foundation, lifting your arms up to the sky. And exhale to bend your both knees, dropping your tailbone towards the ground, landing in your crescent lunge. Breathe in to draw your right hip back and your left hip forward. Breathe out, press into your left toes. See if that allows you to sink deeper into this crescent lunge. Take one inhale to lift your arms up higher to the sky. And exhale, spiral your left heel towards the back of the space so that you can draw your foot parallel with the back edge of your mat. Spread your arms open to land in Warrior Two. Take a moment to place your hands on your hips and using your left hand for an assist, draw your left hip further open towards the back of your mat. Notice if that allows you to exhale and sink further into your lunge. Spread your arms out wide and breathe in to lift the crown of your head. Breathe out to let it go and let go of some tension in the hips. One more inhale here to draw your shoulders high to the sky. And exhale to melt your shoulder blades down your back towards your mat. Flip your front palm and breathe in to lift your right arm to the sky and draw your left palm to the back of your left hamstring. And breathe out to press into your left toes, sinking deeper into this reverse. Breathe in to reach a little farther back towards the back of your mat. And breathe out to cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot. Press your palms into the mat and inhale to kick your right leg back to a high plank. Exhale to stay here, letting your heart feel strong and feeling the strength in your arms. Breathe in to shift your weight forward an inch. And breathe out to lift your hips to the sky, pressing your arms into the mat to come into your downward facing dog. Breathe in here to press into your palms and lift your hips towards the back of your space. And exhale, sigh it out. Good job. From here, we will lift our left foot to the sky. Breathe in, lift your left leg toward the back of the space. Breathe out to bend your knee and hold and hover above the mat. Breathe in to use your arm strength. Press into the mat and lift your left leg to the sky. Breathe out to draw your knee to your nose. Place your left foot in between your hands and ground your palms to the mat. Breathe in to look forward, drawing your shoulder blades down towards your right heel. And breathe out to drop your knee to the mat, untucking your toes. Breathe in to walk your palms back, sinking your hips to your heels for a half split. And breathe out to draw your heart to face the mat. Breathe in, plant your right palm onto the mat. And inhale, lift your left arm to the sky, coming into a twist. Breathe out to let some tension go in the right hip, using your right hand to open your heart a little more. Breathe in as if you were reaching for the sky. Lift your left arm a little higher. And breathe out to cartwheel your hands down, bending your left knee, and frame your left foot with your hands. Breathe in, untuck your toes, lift your knee, and reach your arms up to the sky for a crescent lunge. Exhale to bend both knees, squaring off towards the front of the space. Breathe in to shift your weight equally between your left and right foot, pressing into them, and see if that gives you a little bit of lift in the pelvis. Exhale to stay here, letting your shoulder blades melt down your back. Breathe in, see what you can energize, see where your breath can go, maybe in your heart space for a little more opening in the chest. And breathe out to sink your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale here to draw the crown of your head towards the sky. And exhale to spiral your heel down, letting your right hand come parallel with the back, your right foot come parallel with the back edge of your mat, spreading your arms out wide and opening across the chest. Landing in your warrior two. Breathe in here to lift the crown of your head high. And breathe out to draw your tailbone closer to the mat below. Good, finding that opposition between our crown and our root, our bottom. Inhale to stretch your torso a little higher. And exhale to sink into your left knee. Breathe in to reach your palms apart from one another. And breathe out to drop your shoulders down your back. Reverse your left palm. Breathe in to meet your right hamstring with your right hand, lifting your left arm to the sky. And breathe out to bend deeply into your left knee. For more opening in the right hip, spiral your right heel further into the ground. And breathe out, letting go of some tension in the face. Breathe in to reach a little farther towards the back of your space. And breathe out to cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot, coming back into a low lunge. Inhale to step back to a high plank. And exhale to press your palms into the mat. Lift your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Breathe in to press into the mat with your palms. Shift your hips further towards your heels. And exhale to stay, sighing it out. From here, inhale, lift your right heel to the sky. Exhale, draw your knees to your nose, hold and hover. Breathe in to press into your palms, lift your right heel high. And breathe out to place your foot in between your hands. Breathe in to ground firmly into your base, lift your arms up for crescent lunge. And breathe out to press into your left toes, bend into both knees. Breathe in to reach your arms to the sky. And breathe out to spiral your left hand back and your left heel, coming into warrior two. Breathe in to press into the pinky toe edges of both feet, lift your head high. And breathe out to sink deeply into your right knee. Inhale to flip your palm, reverse your warrior, lifting your right palm to the back edge of your space. And exhale to cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Frame your foot. Breathe in to step back to a high plank, planting your right foot. And exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here. Really fill up your lungs. And let it go. Exhale. Inhale to lift your toes high towards the back space. And breathe out. Draw your knee in between your hands. Hover and hold. Breathe out. Lift your hips to the sky. Kick back to three-legged dog. And breathe out. Plant your right foot forward in between your pointer fingers. Breathe in. Grow strong in both feet. Lift your arms to the sky. And breathe out. Open up to a warrior two, letting your hips face the front of the space. Breathe in to reach your arms apart from one another. And breathe out to press into your right heel, sinking a little deeper. Flip your front palm. Inhale to reverse, lifting your left palm to the sky. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Press into your palms. Inhale, step your left foot back to meet your right. And exhale, shift your weight back to come into a downward facing dog. Breathe in to lift your right toes behind you. And breathe out, shift your weight forward, hovering above the earth with your knee. Breathe in, lift your right heel to the sky. And breathe out, draw your knee forward, planting your toes in between your pointer fingers. Inhale to shift your heart forward, scoop your arms up to the sky. And breathe out, draw your tailbone down, bending into both knees. Inhale to lift your head a little higher. And exhale, spiral your heel back, coming into a warrior two, drawing your palms apart from one another. Breathe in to press into the pinky toe edge of both feet. And breathe out to sink a little deeper into your front knee. Flip your palm. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Exhale, cartwheel down to frame your foot. Inhale, kick your right toes back to high plank. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left heel towards the back edge of your mat. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Breathe in, press into your palms. Lift your hips high and your left heel. Exhale to set your left foot in between your hands. Breathe in to guide with your heart, reach up to the sky. And exhale, bend into both knees, sink your torso low. Breathe in to lift your shoulder blades. And exhale, spiral your heart open, coming into warrior two, keeping your left toes facing the front edge of your mat. Breathe in to flip your front palm, lift your left arm to the sky. And exhale to cartwheel your hands down to place them on either side of your left foot. Breathe in to kick back to a high plank, step your left toes to meet your right. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and take a big inhale here, fill up your lungs. And exhale, sigh it out. Thank you for practicing this dynamic warrior flow with me. The light in me sees and honors that same bright and beautiful light in you. Together we bow and say namaste.